Good morning, boomers. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thank you for tuning in. Stocks are soaring as the Fed pumps more funny bunny money. Guys, where's my bunny? The funniest of all. Guys, we don't have an economy. What we have is the Fed with a printing press. And this thing continues to pump based on this most funny bunny money that is being printed here by the Fed. On Friday, they announced another lending program, more money. And I believe that the Fed will be speaking before Congress tomorrow. And listen, it's only a matter of time before they drop rates again. We're headed towards negative interest rates. And the Fed will play like, they don't know if they're going to do it or not. And, they'll go back and forth with Donnie. It's a whole charade, guys. They're going to drop these rates down to the floor. It's obvious already where we're headed to. Funny bunny money, more of it, pump it, pump it, pump it, and pump some more is what the Feds are saying. So that's what it is. Stocks are soaring about 3% this morning, positively impacting almost everything. Bitcoin tried to touch 10,000 once again, but got rejected. But I'll be honest, Bitcoin is way stronger than I expected it to be after the halving. So here we are at $9,600 on Bitcoin, and it's still trying to attack. You know what I've been saying? I'm patiently waiting for the next phase, the altcoin pump. And you know what I'm holding. We'll go over those altcoins in just a moment. Make sure you're dropping a comment here in the population of the chat box. Let me know if you read me loud and clear. Let me go ahead and share my screen before clicking on this ad. Boom, boom. 96.64 on Bitcoin's price. You can see just a few hours ago, we were up at around 99.57. We topped that. And again, a sell-off. It seems like every time we get close to about 10,000, there's a whale that wants to dump on them. And that's okay. And I've been saying this for over a year now. Every time that we get closer to 10,000 and above 10,000, there's going to be sell-offs. Every time we reach 10K, there it goes. It sells off again. And expect the same thing to happen on those markers above 10K. So 12, 14, 15, 16, all the way up. There's going to be sell-offs. People have been holding baggage for a while now. So, it is what it is, guys. 96.69 on the bits. We'll be checking out the coin market cap. We'll be checking out the stocks because these things are pumping. And I would say it's positive for Bitcoin, although Bitcoin has seemed to have decoupled from the legacy markets in the past week. I wouldn't say that it's completely decoupled. There's still a correlation, in my opinion. So we got to watch everything. Shout out to Thai City. Good morning to you, sir. He just quadrupled down on Ripple. Good luck with that. Hopefully it hits. I don't understand why someone would quadruple down on Ripple right now as opposed to all these other things. But hey, it may go up, it may go down. Listen, I like Ripple better than Satoshi Vision. That's for sure. Shout out to Double X with the shades. I see you. Has Satoshi Vision become like the new Ripple? Is that what it is, guys? It's like, I'm not even mad at Ripple. I used to be like the Ripple hater. Let Ripple be. I'm not buying Ripple backs. But, if Thai City wants to quadruple down on Ripple, I'll leave them in the box. But Ty, if you bought Satoshi Vision, I may have to waste you. Do I waste everybody on the box that got into SV or not? I still don't understand how SV is still around, guys. I don't get it. It just shows me how thin the markets are. When you see these altcoin markets, if a coin like SV could be in the top 10, it's fairly easy to pump these coins. It's a small market, right? Some would probably argue that, Satoshi Vision, there's something there. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. But there should be a lot of coins above SV, okay? But there's not. And that should tell you something. Anyway, let's go ahead and check out these CMC, the coin market cap. He says, hell no with SV. Ripple's kind of in the same category, but I think SV took over the number one spot as far as the coins that I hate on. Listen, Satoshi Vision has made me like Ripple more. So there you go. Market cap at $264 billion for all of crypto. I reminded you guys last week that Microsoft, the largest company in the world, has a market cap of $1.3 trillion. It's like 5 times or plus, like 6 times bigger than all of the coin market cap combined. So, I'm holding a little Microsoft. I got a little Microsoft. I told you I don't even hold stocks, but most recently I got a few Microsofts there under the pillow. I like number oneers, guys. I like number one Bitcoin. I like number one Microsoft. I like number one coins, number one stocks, guys. You can't be mad at a number one. Okay. My opinion, always have a Bitcoin there under the pillow. And, I picked up a couple of Microsofts. As much as I don't like Gates, he's not the man in charge right now, is what I heard. And how about that? Italy about to charge Gates with crimes of humanity. I read a post. I don't know if that's fake news or not. A headline there. Let me know if that's true. Bitcoin there at 96.19 after a sell-off. Ether at 211. I just told you guys I expect an altcoin run, and Ether is my top choice. Although I did see a headline where Vitalik, crypto's power lifter, has tweeted and said that POS, proof of stake for Ethereum, is not, I repeat, not coming in July. Right now, there's a test net or whatnot. So this thing may even take longer. I don't know. I'm going to be honest. That kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I kind of felt like, do I want to sit on this Ether train? I don't know. I mean, let's see. There's still a little rumor here with this test net. I'll give it let's see if there's a little run. If I see a run with Ether and no talk of POS, I will consider dumping it for a little profit and maybe just picking up more Bitcoin. Because to be honest with you, I did start stacking Ether and Ether Classic, and in the meantime, Bitcoin kept going up. So was that a mistake? Maybe. We don't hit them always out the park. I mean, we may strike out a couple times, guys. Shout out to Mike Epps in Miami. I see you, Mike. Good morning to you, sir. Ripple, they're at 20 cents. Thai City's hoping it hits. Bitcoin Cash at $245. Satoshi Vision, I'll skip it. Litecoin at $44. Binance at $16.42. And, talking about Ether, making questions about Ether, leads me back to Binance. It's another coin on my altcoin watch list, and I'm liking it now. It's like, do you really want to hold Ether or Binance or Ether Classic? Do you want to hold Bitcoin? I don't know. I'm thinking I should have a little more Binance in my pocket. And this is a coin we've been in and out of, and Binance has outperformed Bitcoin for like 2 years. I don't know about this year, but Binance has a model and they're generating revenue. If you haven't visited the Binance exchange lately, they got all kinds of products that they're offering: savings account, staking opportunities, mining pools, crypto lending. Both you could lend, you could borrow and lend. I mean, it doesn't seem like they're going away. EOS, they're at 265, very low on EOS. I'm glad that I moved out of EOS, and I feel better holding Ether and some. I can't say that about Ether Classic, but I definitely can say that about Ether. I feel better holding Ether than EOS. But, in these days, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, maybe I should have just consolidated all into Bitcoin, because, guys, it's never a bad strategy to have more bits, and more kabooms. Tezos at 271. Stellar at 6. Stellar at 6, Cardano at 5, Chainlink at 387, Monero at 66, Crypto.com coin at 6, and Leo at 108. Shout out to Johnson. What's on with Bitcoin? Let's see. Bitcoin trying to obliterate that $10,000 resistance, and it keeps running into it, but it keeps going back. It runs into, we stopped at 99.57. It seems like anywhere around 10,000 is where the whales start dumping. Now, every time it hits 10,000, I'm sure people have those orders there for sell. It seems to me like more people are selling at 10,000 than buying at 10,000. And then as soon as it drops under 10,000, people start buying again. So I don't know. It seems like we're flirting back and forth with this $10,000 line. And listen, I'm happy at the price that Bitcoin's at right now at 96. I would have expected it to be lower now. Now, that doesn't mean it may not dip, dive, and slide as we go into the summer. I don't know. I definitely have some USD on hand, and if it should drop substantially, I'll buy back in. If not, we're riding this wave. It's healthy. Very healthy. Very healthy indeed. Good morning, Lady Plants. I see you. Did they open up your gym already, Lady Plants? I think you said yeah, right, with the swimming? Now, in my neck of the woods, they started opening up restaurants and everything to 50% capacity, but of course the gyms are not open here. It seems like we're at least at minimum 2 weeks behind everybody else, but I don't know. I was watching, believe it or not, I was watching a clip of Joe Rogan earlier this morning, and he was mentioning how the mayor of California said that they're not planning on opening up LA until there is not a vaccine, but a cure for the Rona, which is pretty wild. I mean, guys, there's no cure for the common cold. So, wow. The 10K wall is reinforced, but if it breaks, then it could be healthy climb. Let's see. If it breaks, let's see. Dolphin 134, kaboom. It's still a little early, CryptoZilla. Let's see where it settles down. It's been about a week since the halving. Give it a couple weeks to a month, and let's see where we settle down. I'm not in a hurry to buy back into Bitcoin yet. I'll wait and see. And hopefully we'll find that opportunity. If not, then that means we'll have a higher price Bitcoin, which is also good as well. Lady Plant says, that's stupid. Get in some bleachy water, problem solved. Yeah, I don't really get it. I mean, whatever. I don't even want to get into the Rona talk because it takes us on a tangent, but I think we could agree that chlorine water seems to disinfect everything, or the majority of things. Maybe not everything, but a lot of things. Good morning to Lady, to Dolphin 134, Zilla, Rafterman, good morning. Johnson's here. And the rest of them. Johnson said non-believers are sellers. Not really. I mean, I sold, and I'm a believer. I sold a little bit. And the reason, I'll be honest, the reason I sell is because I've been hodling for so many years. I haven't been able to actually enjoy any profits, very small amounts. So I was like, let me take some off the table. Let me use some. And, everybody has a different situation, So not all sellers are non-believers, but I guess what you're trying to sell, even if you dump your whole bag and walk away, that's obvious that you're not a believer. So, I mean, I'm still a believer myself. I don't know how many times I say it. I keep a Bitcoin under the pillow or more. But one thing I learned at 2017 is that if it goes up, don't be scared to eat a little bit. Don't be scared to eat a little bit. And that situation varies from person to person. Maybe someone has more reserves than others. Everybody has a different position. Rafter and Zilla Lady Plant says, hi, Rafter and Zilla, when you're going to find me a crypto hubby? There you go. I don't know. It's up to you guys at this point. Hopefully you guys can find one for Lady Plants. Let's check out the stocks out here, guys. Things are soaring today after the Fed announced on Friday that they're going to do another lending program. More money, more funny. But I don't know how many times I've told you guys, don't bet against this market. It's funny and the funniest bunny it could be. And, obviously the boat is sinking. I wouldn't bet against the tools of the Fed, guys. I told you they're going to keep pumping till the wheels fall off. What do you think the market's going to do? It's going to go up, in my opinion. It ain't going to go down. If they keep throwing money, funny bunny money in the short term, it's going to go up, in my opinion. And so far, we've been pretty on point. S&P's up right now 2.7%. The market's just opened. Dow's up 3.2%. Wow. So S&P at 2,941. We're headed to 3,000. I told you guys. Dow there at 24,443, up 3.2. Crude oil's up above $30. It's up almost 10%. How about crude oil? Listen, we tried to make that move into oil. We were just a little bit too soon. I'm kind of kicking myself in the ass there because after losing on that oil play, I kind of got turned off and didn't pay attention to the oil. If I would have doubled down or waited a little bit, we could have rode it back up to $30. That's why you can't get that spooked. So, you live and learn. I'm not mad at that move. I mean, I got clapped up on a move, but that's okay. Every time I get clapped up, even, when I've lost a lot more than maybe people in this box, at the end of the day, it's our responsibility, guys. If you're buying into something, you know what it is. $2 USD donated by Rafterman. Thank you so much, Rafterman. Boom. Rona's so difficult to wrap my mind around everything. Yeah, I mean, it's meant to confuse. That's part of the program. Just have faith in the Lord, Rafterman. He'll guide us. The Lord will guide us. Deflation's not so bad. It is the superinflation that kills, says Rafterman. Yeah. And we've already seen some prices of food start going up. But let's see how it all plays out. I still think we're in some sort of a deflationary period. But again, we've never been down this line. Like, I think a lot of people are trying to compare this to other economies or what they learned in school. What you got to understand is that we're in a situation we've never been in this situation before economically, when the world's superpower is doing this. You got to understand that all those other hyperinflated currencies that crashed and burned were in the shadow of the petrodollar. So there was always another alternative to run to. But where are you going to run to now? I don't know. I guess that's why Bitcoin seems to be hardening. Why metals seem to be hardening. Silver is on the rise. We're going to look at that. Currencies. Okay, crude oil's up. Bonds. Let's look at the bonds. Hopefully they're up. They should be up. Bonds up 6%. There you go. This is always bullish. Bonds are back up at 0.68. I would like to see them closer to a 1, but the fact that they're up 6% today, that's bullish. How about Sorrento Therapeutics up 36%? Pumping very strong. And I wanted to shout out CryptoZilla because he made a pick. And last week I was like, guys, we need to pay attention to the pharmaceutical companies. Zilla last week was like, champ, look at Moderna. Keep an eye on them. They seem like a winner. And today they are pumping 16%. And we never made a play on this, but this is one that was on our watch list, brought to us by CryptoZilla. When did you, what was the price there on Moderna? There you go. See, Pharma to watch. I already have it on my strong buy watch list. Pharma to watch. It was at 65 last week when he brought it to our attention. It's already at 76. So we slipped. There is potential opportunities out there, and this thing is pumping more than all the other cryptos are. So shout out to Zilla. If you have any other plays, let us know. So Moderna's up, UCO's up, PLT. I got a call on PLT that expires sometime in the summer, but I know their earnings are coming up next week, and they develop enterprise solution, peripheral devices for enterprises. So this is like Logitech kind of, but for big enterprise. You got Disney on the... Wow, Disney's up 9%? Wow, guys, it's another one. When it was under 105, in the back of my mind, it's like, Disney, maybe I should get it. It's like at $100. And there it goes at 119. Disney's not going anywhere. Yelp is up. I don't care about Yelp. Link, how about Link? Boom, boom, boom. The stinky Linker's up another 8%. You can't get mad. Fiverr. I said last week that Slack was my biggest gainer. That was a mistake. Fiverr has been my biggest gainer in the past few weeks. Out of all the movements that I've done, this one has gained the most weight. I let you guys know about Fiverr weeks ago. I told you it was strong. Look at it on the watch list. I told you guys when it was $39.51. Look at it right now. $63. This thing is almost doubled up in less than a month. I told you, don't sleep on Fiverr. The thing with Fiverr, guys, is that who's really competing with Fiverr? Like, who is the main who's Fiverr's competitor? Because I can't even, off the top of my head, I can't even say. I'm sure there is. But if I can't just off the top of my head say, oh, this person's competing with Fiverr, they got it on lock. I'll be honest with you. Because even with Slack, let's say, work Slack, you could say, okay, Microsoft Teams, you got the Amazon Cloud. Right off the top, you could start thinking of competitors. But for Fiverr, guys, strong buy on Fiverr. Let me look at the text over here. Still strong buy. I told you, Fiverr has been one. I've been holding Fiverr, eBay, and Slack. Those have been my three real hitters. And of course, I got some Microsoft, but it hasn't moved as much as these other smaller fries. Look at that. Strong buy, strong buy, strong buy. Strong buy. And strong sell on the oscillators, but there's only one technical oscillator here. And then 5 on the moving average. So this thing's still looking strong to me. Irving Says he got Disney during the dip. Excellent. Disney is the largest media company in the world. They own ESPN. They own a bunch of things that you wouldn't expect them to own. Believe they own ABC, right? They own a lot of things. It's not just Mickey Mouse. They're a big dog. Jigger Rome says Bill Gates said pump it. Let's see. I think there's entities that are even above Bill Gates. Guys, if the richest people in the world, they're not going to tell you they're the richest people in the world. That's why I think that, while Gates is a strong financial force, obviously he's not a strong man. He's probably full of nothing but estrogen. But anyway, I'm saying financially he appears strong. There's got to be bigger. Guys, if you're the richest man in the world, you're not going to tell anybody you're the richest man in the world. You're going to tell somebody else. You're going to point the finger at someone else. I think it's, the real players. No one even knows who they are. Is what I would guess. Ocean Power Technology. Could you look, please? What is that? Ocean Power Tech. Ocean Power Tech. What is that? Pull that up real quick. I normally don't even look at these things, but why not? They're a really small fry. They're a $3.9 million company trading at 43 cents. It's a risky one. This is a risky one. It's just a small fry. This is like a pump and dump. This could pump. This can dump. This is like getting a coin that's like, top 1,000 or something. This thing is really small. Technicals read sell. And this is just looking. I don't even know what they do. Obviously, there may be a power company, but 1 month says sell, 1 week says sell. This looks like a lottery ticket. Now, if you know some information about, they're about to release some big news or something like that, these small fries could probably move. But normally, I'm not interested in things like this. Champ, how's the virtual wallet doing? Yeah, let's go ahead and pull it up. Why not? It's been a while since we even looked at it. It needs to be more than $9,200. And it is $10,387 right now. So it's looking good. We set this one up pretty solid, this altcoin portfolio, because we haven't even touched it during the Rona. This thing was set up before Rona when Bitcoin was still strong. And we picked some pretty good ones here, guys. I must say. Binance, Crypto.com, FTX, Kyber, Monero, and Tezos. Kyber is not performing as strong as I would like it, but I like the coin. Lady Plant says they have buoys out in the ocean. Yeah, I don't know who they are, but just at glance they look like a really small fry. At, less than $4 million market cap. Most cryptos are bigger than that. But if there happens to be some news or a deal, or that thing could, who knows if it could double or triple. I really don't know, but with such a small market cap, I'd probably stay away unless I know something that most people don't. And with some of these stocks that trade like less than $5 or less than $1, some exchanges won't even list them. So something like this, there's a possibility won't even be on something like the hood. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But there's certain small little fries that the exchanges just don't list. And here's another thing. Small coins like that, they may have small volume. So, you got $4 million market cap. You got to also look at the order books. How much buying and selling of that stock is there? Because you say, oh, I'm going to buy it. But just because the price says, okay, it's worth this much, doesn't mean that you'll be able to sell it for that much, With those smaller coins, there may not be that much buyers or sellers, what I'm trying to say. Are we still expecting strong selling pressure from the BTC miners? I wouldn't say that. I'm not expecting them necessarily from the miners. I would have just expected it from people that have been holding, including miners and others that have been selling when it hits 10,000. So we are seeing selling pressure every time we approach the $10,000 marker. So, I mean, we've been seeing that. I would have expected it to bring the price down even lower, but I must say things are healthier than expected. Let's look back at the Bitcoin charts and show you the 3 months. We've been on a pretty steady rise. I mean, this section right here is, I would consider the halving pump. And you can see that we had a large dump here, but it wasn't all that bad at topping at, 10,080, dropping to about like 83, 81, somewhere around there. I'm just giving estimates. So, the fact that we sprung right back up is extremely bullish to me, extremely bullish. Now, one thing I am noticing is that these highs that we're experiencing are lower than the pre-halving highs, which, well, this second one is higher though. Let's see if we can top this high right here, this one. But this second top here, we dumped for the halving, then we pumped, and now we're pumping a little higher again. So let's see. Let's see. Extremely great. Better than I expected. I'm not mad at all that I took a little profits, and I'm glad that I still have Bitcoin. So we're all good. Bullish kaboom, says Dark Party. So far, it appears that way. I got to say that Bitcoin's looking extremely good. There goes these Brave ads. Boom, boom, boom. Let me give you guys an update as to what I'm earning with Brave. So you could see we're keeping a record here. So last month I earned 1048. This month I've already earned 214. And the next payment date is in June. So we got some time. Seems like things are a little slower this month. But let's see. We'll keep an eye on this. Friday, you were talking about Binance. Have you checked Swissborg? I got some coins. You could buy Bitcoin, 0 fee if you stake them. It's the same mechanism as Binance, buying back and burn the token. Never heard about Swissborg, but I would never stake my tokens in an exchange I've never heard of. That's already red flag to me. It's 0% fees. It's just as long as you stake it on our platform, and I've never heard of them. So, it may or may not be legit. I have no idea, but off the top, my first reaction is like, I don't want to deal with anything that the first thing they're telling me is to stake my coins. But, I'll check them out. I'll keep that in mind. It may be legit. I mean, I was weary about Binance when I first heard about them. Free money leads to worthless money. Let's see if that's true. That's what they taught us in school, right? And eventually maybe it's going that route. But for the short term, this thing is going up. Okay? Remember, it's a twisted market. It's not the market that we would like. It's the market that we have. I don't agree with the way the economy is being handled, but I'm not the man in charge here. Let's look at the Wall Street Journal. U.S. futures rally after worst week in almost 2 months. And I told you guys last week that, expect that little pullback. We had a slow week, and I wasn't even sweating. I said, guys, don't worry about it. As long as the Fed keeps this printing press for the short term, it's going to go up. Where we're headed to mid to long term doesn't seem good. I'll tell you that much. But, we taking it day by day. Moderna says initial COVID-19 vaccine results are positive, and that's why the price is pumping today. Shout out to CryptoZilla for bringing that stock to our attention. Market surge again. Let's see here. Market watch. Betting against the U.S. economy and consumer is a loser's game. Why one strategist sees the Dow at 40,000 on the horizon. Just by this headline, I would agree. Okay? I would agree. I think what was it? Like Manarino says this, and I agree. He's like, listen, the world could be split down the middle as long as the Fed keeps the printing press on. The market's going to go up. It because it has no bearing on reality. Okay, guys. It's only if you don't want to pay a fee. It's connect to different exchange and is a smart engine that finds the cheapest price to buy or sell, says Irving. Yeah, it sounds like Bancor or there's some other things like that. And then you got Switch, that new exchange that is running that ghost token airdrop. There's a few of them, and I keep my eyes on them, but I'm not leaving any crypto on any exchanges. With the exception of Binance that I'm trying the savings, but it's a very small amount. Lady Plant says she's not taking no damn vaccine. Yeah, I mean, let's see how that plays out, guys. Shout out to Lady Plants, Rafterman, Johnson, Mongeese, and the rest of the boomers. I was up this morning watching a little doc on Epic Times, EPOCH Times. I'm sure you guys have seen them there on the tubes, and they've been doing the origin of the CCP party, the Communist Party. They got like a 2-part doc there. Pretty interesting. I know that whole newspaper is anti-communist, and they push propaganda against the Chinese. I understand this kind of propaganda-ish, but I seem to agree with a lot of stuff they say. So, what is it that they say? A sign of intelligence is someone that be able to think about a thought even though if they don't agree with it. It's connected to Binance cracking and HBTC, says Irvin. All right. Irvin, you sound like you're trying to sell me on it. I that's cool. I don't need to be convinced. I'll keep an eye on it, Swiss Borg or whatever. $96.31 on Bitcoin. Is that Swiss Borg thing a coin or? There it is, CHSB. Okay, it's not that small of a fry. It's rank 153. It's still small, but where are they trading this at? Hit BTC. Coming soon to the U.S. Yeah, it just reminds me of kind of like Switch.io. Yeah, I'll keep it in mind. Interesting. There are several things that are like this. Big hitters today are Solve, Nano, Flexicoin, Zcash, and Hive is back up. Okay. Guys, I told you I'm going to do a whole video of this. I'm posting on Hive now, which is the fork of Steam. It looks very similar. I'll show you guys my my page, hive.blog/@champagnecrypto. Am I sharing my screen? Yeah, there it is. And it looks basically like Steam. Go ahead and follow me over there, and I'll be posting. Follow me over there. Give me a like. Drop me a comment. If you drop a comment on my post, I can upvote you, and maybe you get like a penny or something. But yeah, Hive is up today, back to 32 cents. What's interesting is that Hive is worth more than Steam. Interesting. And you could, if you had Steam, or if you have a Steam account, you can log into your Hive account with your posting key, and it's the same posting key. You can get right in. This is a fork. Someone had contacted me last week that was excited. They hadn't used Steam in years. Yet they had almost like 1,000 Steam tokens. And I told them, you may want to check out your Hive account because if you got like 1,000 tokens, that's worth a couple $100. Person didn't even know about Hive. And there they were. They were those Hive tokens. So if you had Steam at the time that Hive was created, which was sometime in March, you should have the equivalent amount of Hive tokens that you had Steam tokens right there. So check out hive.blog/whatever your username is, and you can log in with your posting key and do what you want. Power it up, sell it, give it to someone else, send it to me if you like, or send it to your favorite crypto influencer, or like I said, power it up or sell it. Let's check out D Live right quick. Big shout to Zilla and Stimp for donating some lemons. I appreciate you guys. Like I said, if we get over 5 here, I'll do a lemon redistribution. As the markets are looking like another funny bunny money pump. And we'll ride these waves, guys. We will ride these waves. I'm not, I call it for what it is. I'm not saying I don't complain, because sometimes you got to, throw in a complaint to management, but that shouldn't be the only thing you're doing. Johnson says Hive is a Steam fork. Yes, it is. It is a Steam fork. So if you've had Steam in March in your account, you should have the equivalent amount of Hive. I think it was a 1-to-1 airdrop, minus some big accounts like Justin Sons and a few others. I know that Big Truce was one of the accounts that didn't get his Hive tokens, but he will soon or something. So it's not all of the accounts, but the majority of them are. So you may want to check that out. If you had a Steam account, or if you have a Steam account, check hive.blog/ at whatever your Steam account name is, and you should be able to see it, and you can log in with your posting keys and do what it is that you like with your Hive account. And I'm posting there, guys, so if we ever get knocked offline here on the tube, I have accounts on D Live and on Hive that are decentralized and can't be censored. Apparently, but you can be censored on Steam and Hive by a whale's downvote. That's what I've always said. I think that Steam is like one of the most innovative blockchain technologies I've ever used. But one of the problems with it, I believe, was that the downvotes are way too powerful, and it turns off a lot of new users if they get downvoted. All right, guys, I'll take a few more comments and questions. It's always a pleasure. Make sure you catch my morning video. I think the video got cut off. I got to recheck that. But anyhow, I was explaining what I've been doing, my weekly put credit spread, okay, where you put up a collateral and you get credited there on Robinhood. So let me go over a play here. So on eBay, I've been doing this for the past few weeks. Put credit spread. So basically, I put up $100 collateral, okay, and I buy a put. You buy a put, you get credited. I think it was $100 collateral because you have to buy it. Basically, when you're buying a put, what you're agreeing to is buying the shares at a certain price by an expiration date. So let's say I'm going to buy a put for Friday, which is, what's Friday's date? The 22nd. Okay. So let's say I buy a put for the 22nd. Let's use Bitcoin for an example. The price now is 96.79. Let's say I wanted to buy a put on Bitcoin and say, well, you know what? By Friday, I will, no matter what, buy the coins at $9,000, no matter what. Okay, I agree to that. So I sell the put, which means that I will buy 100 Bitcoins at $9,000 no matter what the price is. Okay, so someone that sells a put will collect that money. So let's say someone wanted to. So what I would do is collect a premium for getting into that contract. So whatever that premium may be, it may be $100 per Bitcoin, it may be 10 cents or whatever. So you collect that money up front. So I get credited that money. Now I got to wait till the end of the week. If Bitcoin is above 9,000, okay, that contract will expire worthless. But if Bitcoin went below $9,000, then I got to go and buy those Bitcoins at $9,000 each. So I'm the one that's got to, you understand that? So I'm going to show it on my dashboard because it's easier to show it than explaining it. But basically, I'm putting up the collateral. Say, I got the collateral to buy these Bitcoins at the end of the week. Give me the credit, okay? I want the credit up front. And if at the end of the week, I would agree to buy them at that price. So then you do that, boom, all right? You get credited. And then you go back and buy a put and say if the price drops at below $8,500, someone else will buy them. You see what I'm saying? So you kind of cover your ass. So you sell a put and then buy a put. And then the difference, you're credited. I'll show it there on Robinhood, but it's a very crafty way of earning income. But what you're doing is you're capping your gains. So it's not like you're buying a call and if it goes up, you have unlimited gains. Fake market melt up, says Derek. What did I tell you guys? I mean, we don't have an economy, Derek. It's the Fed that's running the show. I don't know how many times we got to explain it. We do not have an economy. How could things go up even higher when less people are working, manufacturing's down? It doesn't make any sense. Remember, guys, the plan is to subvert and invert. Once you understand the plan, then you could ride the waves. Irving says, is it like DAI with Ethereum? Sort of, kind of, but a little bit more. It's kind of, sort of. It's kind of, sort of. Right, because with Ether, with DAI, you're putting up the Ether as a collateral. You're getting credited the DAI, and if the price drops below a certain price, then your Ether gets liquidated. So in a way, it is kind of the same thing. In a way. Good day to David Couch. So that's a put credit spread. So let me recap. So I'm doing that on eBay. So basically the same play. It has to stay above 41.50, and it's already above 41.50. So if it stays the same, even if it drops a little, just as long as it stays above 41.50, which is the strike price, I'm good. I keep the money. Now, if it drops below 41.50, I'm on the line to buy 100 shares at 41.50, okay, which is 4,150. But hold up, I bought some insurance, and I bought a put where someone else will buy those 100 shares from me at $40.50. All I got to put up is the difference, which is the collateral. You understand? So it's a very crafty way of making some gains. Potential, because it's nothing's guaranteed. It's all potential. So I did the eBay thing. So, basically for the first 2 weeks, I only put up 100. I've been learning, right? So I've been playing. It's like, 100 here, 100 there. To me, it's all like I'm paying for a class here. So if I get liquidated and I lose $1,000, I'm all good. To me, it's like I paid for a little options class. So for the past 2 weeks, I've been putting up the 100 collateral, and I've hit it 2 weeks in a row where the first week I made $23 and the second week I got $25 for that $100 collateral, right? So then this week I said, you know what? I'm going to double it up. I'm going to put 200 and try to make 50. Okay. And then, so I got that one, and I don't know if that order's been filled because it was this morning, but I also started looking at NVIDIA, and I noticed that the potential gains were a little bit more. So I did a little put credit spread on NVIDIA where it's a $250 collateral and a potential $80 or $83 gain. So you get credited the 83, you got to put $250 collateral. And again, I will show my dashboard soon. I just give me a second to acclimate myself, and I'm going to whip up the dashboard on you guys and run a couple plays and just show you guys as I've learned. To be honest with you guys, I've lost more on the options than I've won. Okay. I think I'm down about 1,000. I'm up, my account is over 1,000, but I'm also down. So, net I've lost because I've made some stupid moves. And again, I'm not even mad at it because you live and you learn. I like doing things, learning by actually doing it. I'm not the type of guy that, goes to school for it. Even though, I went to school for certain things. I also dropped out of school for certain things. But I learned in the trenches. Dow all-time high before the election. Maybe, Derek, maybe. I told you guys just a few weeks ago, I wouldn't even doubt it that we hit an all-time high during a pandemic because it's all fake. I mean, there is no economy, guys. And that being said, it's like almost in a way, once you start seeing the scam, it's like, look, once you start seeing the magic trick, right? Once someone reveals the magic trick to you, you can never not see it. So once you see all the lies, that's why you got to start at the very beginning. And that's why it's important to look at certain information, even if it may not be 100% real. Get it, like maybe Q is not 100% real, but there could be bits of information there that you could use to discover the magic trick or to reveal the magic trick. But there's magic tricks for hundreds of years now, okay? Maybe literally thousands, but let's start with at least World War I. You got magic trick up the ass, okay? From World War I into the Great Depression, you got the creature of Jekyll Island, you got World War II, you got the Antarctic Treaty, you got the moon landing, you got a lot of stuff. Then once you start seeing the magic tricks, all someone needs to tell you is like, oh, look at this, the Hornet, the Rona, and you already see the magic trick immediately. And that's why when someone was presenting it to Champ back in January and February, I'm like, guys, it isn't that bad. Guys, don't you see it? And yeah, the whole world went crazy, but was it as bad as they said it was? No, because guys, once you see the magic trick, okay? So anyhow, you could see the magic tricks on things on large scale like that, or just even on the markets, and you already get it. Like the magic trick is the Fed runs the game here. So it's not whether, does unemployment impact the markets? Not in this market. Okay. So, master's degree in limb loss survival. There you go. Master's degree and, revealing the wizardry that is the magic. NVIDIA has some investors suing for not telling about the crypto miners' gains. Yeah, okay. I'm sure. I don't even know, and I frankly don't even care because I don't see that it's going to impact the price of crypto, the actual stock. I think that is somewhat irrelevant to the stocks. I could be wrong, but let's see. The best way to learn, says Derek. Yeah, you learn through experience. That's because, listen, you could go and do a little stock trading course, a little options course. I think the minimum is probably like $500 if you're going to take a serious one. I've seen them advertised before, and most of these little classes are at least $500. And then let's say if you do the class, even if it's $300-$400, you go through the class, and then you still need to fund your account to start trading. So let me start on my own, and I'll do little $50, $100 bets, and I lost a few. Oh, 9/11's another trick of course, Irving, obviously, Guys, look at the buildings before your eyes. They fall at free fall speed, and you're still believing that they found a passport and Bin Laden in a cave, guys. The joke's on you if you believe the narrative. Once you unlock and you just see it, and you're like, oh. Pfft. It's like you can't unsee it anymore. That's why it's so important. Like, you gotta it's not even a fight against it. So once you see it, like, you're not even gonna. Once you see the magic trick, it's not like you're gonna be going around telling everybody you see the magician's lying. It's like you don't even watch the show anymore. You know what I'm saying? I watched McAfee chat about his ghost coin. The dude is a trip. Guys, don't act like Champ didn't tell you about this ghost coin last week. And I believe that switch boomed up to like $3 before dumping on him now. It's like under $1. Maybe this is a time to get in. I don't know. But that seems like the crypto lottery. Let's check out ESH. So ESH is a decentralized exchange. Whoever is holding this token on the 25th of May will also be airdropped a new token it's called the Ghost Coin by McAfee. Now, the latest one I just came across on the forums is that this Ghost Coin's white paper is a direct knockoff of Pivx, which is a proof of stake and mining coin. And Pivx is like a knockoff of Dash. So it seems like he's kind of knocking this off. I don't know the specifics, but that's what's being said, that Ghost is a Pivx knockoff. So anyway, whether it's a knockoff or not, I heard a lot of people talking about it. So, it could be one of those speculative moves. And you can see here's the charts. I mean, it's been running up until this weekend, touched at 241. Now it's dumping back to the current price of 85 cents. So, question if maybe this is the time, maybe it's not. So anyhow, if you own Switch ESH, you will be dropped that Ghost token. This Ghost token is being chatted about, and it's the McAfee coin. You know how I feel about McAfee, okay? I'm not letting him take care of my kids, but I understand that he can pump some coins, so I'm keeping an eye on it. Lady Plant says McAfee's my boo. Tron was a knockoff. That's what I heard, CryptoZilla. So yeah, I mean, listen, whether it's a knockoff or not, I'm not saying that this is a technology that's going to be the one, but this could be a profit play, a speculative play, So I presented it because so many people kept bringing up Hex, and, I'm not interested in that because it's another lottery play in my opinion. And I think that one is already too late. But look, there's a lottery play before us, and don't act like Champ didn't, bring it out and talk about it. Here it is, guys. And again, I'm calling these lottery plays because, to me, it's like buying a scratch ticket. You buy a scratch ticket, you already lost. Ghost Connect, says Lady Plant. Let's see. Yeah, so apparently this Ghost token knocked off the Pivx white paper. So, and can someone explain to me how Pivx is different than Dash? So look out for that. That could be a little pumper there. I don't know. That could be one of those little mini pumps. One of those get in, get out. Maybe, that already passed too, because listen, I told you last week, I think it was like $1.50 or $1.70. You may want to rerun the video. We were probably around, dollar, somewhere around here. And then it pumped up to almost $3. And obviously people were just taking profits. So I don't know if we have another run or not. I just seen this talked about heavily on the chans, and it's one of the reasons I paid attention to Chainlink when it was 30 cents, because it was being memed out. And this is one that's being memed out too. So don't sleep on the power of the meme. Bitcoin hardens, fiat eases. I agree. Pivx hired a writer to make it sound different in the white paper. Okay. But so it's not. It seems like it's the same thing that Ghost did, right? Lady Plant says it's a bootleg Dash coin. So it seems to me like Ghost is a bootleg of Pivx, which is a bootleg of Dash. So I don't know. And remember, Electronium is like a bootleg of Monero somehow. And 2 more people on D-Live, and I'll pass out some lemons, guys. Bitcoin defying odds, guys. Bitcoin defying odds. Let me be clear. It is my strong opinion, okay, that everybody that tunes into the Champ should have a Bitcoin under the pillow. If you can't, it's just too late for 9,700, try to get a quarter Bitcoin. Try to get half a Bitcoin. Yes, you could get fractions of a Bitcoin. If you're a young gunner out there and you don't know, you could buy $10 worth of Bitcoin. So you can get fractions. I would stash one under the pillow. Again, this is my opinion. I'm not anybody's crypto daddy. This is all for entertainment purposes. But I'm sleeping with one right under the pillow. It makes me feel safe at night. That's why I'm with these exchange coins. You can't bootleg profits. You can, but I know what you mean. You may want to check out that Switch then. Switch is an exchange. Switch token's an exchange. You may want to check this one out. And if you hold this bag, you get the Ghost token too. So, I mean, again, this could be, spec. But McAfee said it would be similar to Monero, but with staking, it will not be better, he said, but it's all about privacy. Yeah, but Pivx has that and Dash has that too. The master node, the staking, it's like, I'm going to keep an eye on this Ghost token. Good day to Cash Couch. We need one more person over here. One more person. Let me throw a little Donnie meme. A little Ric Flair. A little Triggered. A little fake moon landing. I don't know if I like coins that pay you in that coin anymore. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Corona Lisa. That's awesome. I like that one. Yeah, follow Zilla. He's got some good memes. If you like any of these memes, you just click on it. Click on the meme. Oh, that sticker was banned. And you can add to your favorite library. And I just got Corona Lisa, and then I can share it. Boom. Derek says he's heard a lot of good things coming from Tezos. I haven't heard anything coming from Tezos other than that the price looks good and that it has some good returns on the staking. But as far as like people using it or anything, I mean, I really don't know. But the price keeps going up. The price keeps going up with Tezos. And I'll tell you this. I mean, Tezos is about the same price as EOS. I don't know. At the same price, probably it's more attractive to get some Tezos right now. I don't know. And I don't even have any Tezzies. I got more EOS than Tezzies, but it does look more attractive. Come on, guys. One more guy over here on DLive so I can pass these lemons out. One more on DLive.tv/Champagne Crypto. Lady Plant says her DLive's acting up. Just seems like yours because everybody else is working. Mine as well. And I was just mentioning that I was watching a pretty interesting doc this morning on Epic Times. The Chinese haters, the beginnings of the Chinese Communist Party. It's a 2-part series. I was checking out part 2, and it was pretty.
The traditional Chinese character.
Let me show you. Let me link you guys here. This one was just dropped today, so I thought it was pretty interesting. If you guys are into that, Stimp says DLive is fine here. Check out that YouTube video, guys. We got 4 people on DLive. 4 people on DLive. Come on, one more. Check out my Robinhood as soon as we get off this live stream. Again, I'm doing the weekly credit spreads. Put credit spreads. And I know my explanation is pretty bad. I'm going to show you guys sooner than later. But I got a put credit spread which would net me a $25 credit on each contract. I got 2, so it should be a $50 at the end of the week if the price stays at or above a certain price, $41.50. And then I'm giving it a whirl on NVIDIA, where I can get about $83 for every $250 collateral. And that's on Robinhood that I'm doing the options. If you guys are interested with options trading, I do recommend this video. I shared it before, and this is like the beginnings of options trading, but it doesn't explain the spreads and the credit spreads and the put credits and all that stuff that I'm talking about. But it would be the first place that you have to learn about stocks in general. So just learning about calls and puts. This is about a 45-minute video, and it's pretty good. It's
My name's Adam, otherwise known.
This guy here. He don't look like he's really a stock trader, but he knows what he's talking about. So check this one out, and he shows it on Robinhood. If you want to learn about what this is. So if you believe a stock's going up in the future, you buy a call, and then you believe it's going down, you could buy a put, and you could start here. This is very 101. Doing well with Peloton. I saw Peloton really booming out there. It seems like this working out from home thing is really catching on. I had them, I was considering them for a while, but I never jumped on the train. If you want to see what my watch list is, let me bring it up. Of course, the Amazon, the Googles, the Apples, and the Microsofts, these should be in their own category because they're just so blue chip that these are the smaller ones that I was checking out. Spotify is attractive to me because I'm using it. The technicals still seem good. I haven't checked it in about a week. Fiverr has been my main gainer this whole time. Fiverr, I'm making strong gains. I got in at less than $39 actually. And you look at Fiverr, it's up over $60 right now. So Fiverr's been doing great. And I asked the question at the beginning of this broadcast, can someone tell me who's competing with Fiverr? Because I can't, off the top of my head, I don't know, which shows me that Fiverr's in a great position. Costco is up. eBay, I've been doing the weekly, put credits on eBay. It's been working for me. Adobe's looking strong. Intel, PayPal, Slack, which is work. Logitech, Activision, Roku, ST, and Home Depot. I think Home Depot's reporting earnings this week. Derek says Upwork. That's true. I think to a certain extent, I think that's true. Are they traded? Let me see. I'm glad that you brought that up because off the top of my head, I didn't register Upwork, but now when you say it, I'm like, it's in the same category. I just think that Upwork is for more expensive things, maybe. I don't know. I've never used Upwork, to be honest with you. So I don't know about the experience with the product. But let me see if they're even traded because, yes, they are. Okay. Let me see. Check them out. Because, and they're cheap, and they're cheap, and they're cheap. Look at that boom. Am I showing my screen or what? No. Look at Upwork's 13, 14. Let me see them in the last 6 months. Looking good. Their technicals are still reading sell. I gotta research this thing, but I'm glad that you brought it to my attention because I right off the top of my mind, I couldn't even think of a company that was even in competition somewhat. Would you say that they're in direct competition? I don't know, but it's good to know. I would say that even if they are, Fiverr right now is really, really strong. They got a lot of loyalty, but that doesn't mean you can't look at Upwork. Thank you for bringing this up to me because this one was off my radar. I'm going to keep it in mind. The technicals don't look that strong for it though. I'll keep it in mind though. Thank you. But Fiverr's been my one, guys. Fiverr. Costco at 301, eBay 39.25, Adobe 343, Intel 57. Check out my NVIDIA. NVIDIA looking good too. I love Fiverr as a company. I've been bullish on them for a while now too. The difference is Fiverr is looking to be more of an e-commerce style of transaction. Right. Yeah, exactly. That's why they're somewhat different. I don't feel like they're head-to-head competitors. You see what I mean? But yeah, they both have that, work from home, that internet stuff. Like, I think they're Corona friendly. So I'm going to keep both of them on my watch list. But yeah, I don't see anybody directly competing with Fiverr. You made a point with Upwork, but I don't think it's direct competition, I'm surprised here with Disney. This pump with Disney is pretty impressive. But yeah, the call of the week is Moderna. Shout out to CryptoZilla. This is the one that he brought to our attention last week when I started asking you guys, we got to keep our eyes focused on these pharmaceuticals. If you guys have got any plays, the only person that came out here and said anything that gave me one of these pharmaceuticals was CryptoZilla, and he recommended Moderna. And this thing is at $83 right now. He brought it to our attention when it was $65. So, we didn't jump on the train, but shout out to Zilla. I'm looking at Fastly as well, too. They host websites. Cloud-based. They're in competition with Cloudflare. You guys may want to check that out. Roku's doing all right. Snapchat's doing all right. CGC, this is one that's recently boomed. I've noticed a few of the cannabis stocks like Aurora Cannabis, Canopy Growth, and a few other ones have boomed. I saw a headline early this morning, and I don't know if it's true or fake news or what. Maybe it's related to the cannabis pump. But the headline says that cannabis usage can detour or prevent being contraction of COVID. So let me repeat that cannabis use could possibly prevent from contracting COVID. So I don't know if that's true or maybe fake or not, but I saw that headline. The first thing that triggered in my mind was like, oh, is this why the cannabis stocks have been up? Because they're a therapy for COVID? Or I don't know. Freelancer, says CryptoZilla. Yeah, that's another one I've heard of, but I don't know if they're publicly traded. FLN, maybe this is them, Freelancer Limited. 45 cents. I don't know if this is them, though. $4.20 for the win. Yeah, and listen, I like cannabis. I'm pro cannabis. It's all good. I just feel like the cannabis train sailed, But now we're seeing, this past week, a lot of those cannabis stocks really gained weight. CGC, Aurora, and a few others. And again, I question is that correlated to that headline that cannabis usage could prevent patients or people from contracting COVID. I don't know if that's true. That's something I read. Yes, that's them. Yeah, I mean, they seem a little cheap. 45 cents. I'm kind of not attracted to any baby anything, but I'll keep them in mind. Look at they don't have a lot of volume. They have a strong user base. I have heard of them. So let's keep an eye on it. Listed on the Australian Securities Exchange. Okay. Yeah, I've heard of them, but I've heard more about Upwork than anything. So yeah, it's something to keep in mind. I don't know if they're even traded on the hood, being that they're an Australian company or whatever. I have no idea. Used mainly for finding graphic designers and software coders. Yeah, same thing with Fiverr. You can get like little graphic designs. You can get people to run SEO promotions for you. Little small jobs. But I like Fiverr. I'll tell you that. I've used Fiverr before, and like I said, any direct competition to Fiverr, I don't really see it. That's why I feel like they're in such a good position. I'm very bullish. But, these other companies like Upwork and Freelancer, they're worth looking at. This is Tezos. Steam is up. Alibaba is up. We're talking about everything's green today. Wow. Look at Alibaba's pump. Everything's green but Bitcoin. And work. Finally losing weight on work. I've made some gains on this one though. Where did I get into work? What price? Oh, I didn't even have it listed here. I think it was somewhere in like $26 maybe. Champ, have you heard of Nikola, a Tesla competitor? They have a truck called the Badger, pretty badass. No, never heard of them. Are they traded? Is this it? Nikola Tesla AD? Because this is on the Belix exchange. It's like a foreign exchange. I don't know what that is. This is another stock I'm liking. Etsy, excuse me. Gold had a little sell-off there. What happened with gold? What's up with this gold pump? This gold dump, excuse me. Pretty substantial dump. There's 1765 down to 1730 and change. But how about gold, guys? What a performance with gold. Slow and steady. A riser. I mean, let's look at it year to date. Look at this year-to-date chart with gold. Starting off the year here at about 1,400. It pumps. Yeah, it had the dump, but it came back even stronger. Don't sleep on gold, guys. And silver's doing great today as well, too. Let me look at silver. There's a lot of silver heads that have been waiting for that boom. And silver seems undervalued. I will agree, but when are we going to see it, above 20, above 30? There you go, silver. Now it's making its run now. This is today. This is the one-day chart on silver. Now go try to buy a silver coin, a silver eagle. You're not going to be able to find one less than $20. That's for sure. I think most silver coins online are like $25 and up. 5 people on DLive. Excellent. All right, guys. Now we're going to do a lemon distribution on DLive right now. So head over there. Start sharing your memes like CryptoZilla. Building 7 did not kill itself. You know the deal. Start there. Let me put my Jack Nicholson meme here. And my Snoop Dogg. Guys, go ahead and click claim rewards. I'm about to distribute these tokens right now. Let's do it. 30 seconds. big winner is CryptoZilla. He got 55. CryptoZilla's been active in the box, though, guys. You got to be active. If you want to get these tokens, you got to be active. Share some memes. Usually there's more than one winner, though. So shout out to CryptoZilla. I appreciate CryptoZilla every single day showing love. And if you weren't the lucky winner today, maybe you will be tomorrow. We've seen people win. We've seen people lose. We've seen no one win. So that's always fun. Shout out to CryptoZilla. Big shout to you. Look at ETH. ETH on the rise too. ETH against Bitcoin. Nice. So a quick update there with the ETH. Vitalik, the power lifter of crypto, he said that he was misquoted or whatever, that POS, proof of stake, Ether 2.0 will not be coming in July. They're testing the test net or whatnot. It's not coming in July. So, that's not good. And, once I heard that, I'm like, are we going to have to wait another year here? Because we've been waiting so long, and I don't want to wait around and dance and prance. Remember, I'm buying the rumor. And if the rumor is not telling me that we're getting anything soon, I may consider pivoting out of this thing. I'll give it a few seconds here. I'll give it a little bit. I know it's up today, but I don't want to be dancing and prancing holding Ether bag. If I'm going to be just holding a bag just to hold it, give me Bitcoin, okay? Right now I'm holding this Ether bag for the rumor, but if that rumor's going away, I don't know what to say. Is this a new stream? I don't know. Did it get breaking up? Because it seems like it's the same stream. It says I've been on for over an hour. So I don't know, Rafterman. It didn't get broken up. But yeah, that's what's going on with Ether, guys. That's what Vitalik said, that no, they're not going to be doing it in July. So let's see this summer, in the next month, let's see if there is really a little pump with Ether. If there is a pump with Ether and there's no more rumors of POS to way longer, I may have to pivot. I don't know. In the hyperinflation situation the gold heads are waiting for happens, do you think people will actually use gold to buy things? Probably not, Derek. No, but they may use it as collateral to buy certain things, or to get a loan for some paper, or to go into the new, or whatever new paper would be offered. But no, go to the grocery store with a gold coin? I don't think so. But getting the new currency that you'd be able to go to the grocery store with may involve putting up some gold as collateral. I don't know. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and tune down. Always a pleasure. Shout out to Derek, Rafterman, Suave House, Stimp 1024, all the boomers out there. Guys, if you have Steam tokens in March, you should have some Hive tokens. Go there to hive.blog/@ whatever your username is and check out on your account. You may have some Hive tokens. Make sure you check out all the videos that I drop here daily. I've been doing 2 a day, a little morning update and then the live stream. And make sure you follow me on DLive. Check out all the links that I have there in the description. I got one to Robinhood, where if you join Robinhood using my link, they give me a free stock, and they also give you a free stock as well. So I win, you win, boom, boom, boom. Now, also check out the Brave browser link. Download the Brave browser. Start earning tokens for surfing the internet. I've been showing this every live stream. I'm not playing. It actually earns you some tokens. Ask anybody here in the box. They'll let you know. That could be done by downloading it with my link. You can support the channel because they give me $5 if you leave it installed for 30 days. What else I got there? Binance links. If you haven't joined Binance, check it out. They got some interesting products for saving, staking, mining pools, borrowing, lending. They got all kinds of stuff there. It's worth checking out. And of course, just check me out there on Hive. And if you are a live streamer, check out Restream.io. The software I'm using to broadcast to multiple platforms at once. I think you could do Facebook, Mixer, Twitch, a few of them. You could, over 10 of them, I believe, that you could push to simultaneously. I only have a DLive and a YouTube account as of late, but I've been telling you guys, maybe I got to get a Twitch. Maybe you got to get a Mixer. I don't know. So yeah. If you are a live streamer, definitely push this, because if you're only posting on YouTube, I don't know why you would do that. especially when you got this restream thing that you could just automatically push it to multiple platforms. It's more like you're spreading the seeds a little wider. You know what I mean? So on that note, I'll leave you guys with all that information. Stay strong and enjoy this pump, and enjoy your time back out. I know a lot of municipalities are opening up shop over here. The restaurants are about 50% capacity now, and hopefully sooner than later they start opening up these gyms, because I need to work out. I don't know if I'm going to go on day one, but maybe I will. I don't know. I'll keep you guys informed. On that note, I'm out of here, guys. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest, Champagne. Thanks for